back to Andertons TV. Mr. Pete and Mr. Lee are showing you how to wisely spend your money if you haven't got a lot of it and you want an electric guitar. Yes, we are delving into our East Coast own brandy kind of thing because the wonderful guitar team at Andertons have got some new models, some new colours, and we're just going to tell you again just how much this stuff is, which is crazy.
We want you and need you, oh God.
So, in no particular order, let's look at the JG. I have a feeling this may have been...
Ooh, I don't know where that shape is from.
...in the catalogue before, but perhaps with one or two different appointments. So we've got here like an older body, maple neck, rosewood board, offset style, couple of humbuckers, bridge and tailpiece. I mean, it's just
Can I ask you a question before you start, Lee?
Yes.
If one wants to see this guitar, not that guitar, can one use the timestamps in the description below?
They could.
Okay.
And Mr.
Could they also read the description before they comment? Is that?
They could.
I mean, I'm just saying, because they watch the video before
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So if you were watching this channel and you enjoyed the content and you weren't already subscribed, would you hit that subscribe
Absolutely
button
not.
as well? No, you
not
wouldn't
at
do that.
all.
Okay, fine.
I
Well,
hate
there you
this
are.
channel.
So
no,
look,
yes, you can.
So this is a 9.5 inch radius, 25.5 inch scale. Very, very familiar. Comes in some gorgeous colours.
Here you go.
On
They're
the
on the
screen
screen
now.
now.
And this would cost you £119. So 100.
What the?
119.
119.
Including VAT. If, again, follow the description below, if you decide to buy this as a starter pack from Andertons, so it'll have a little amp and all the accessories that you need, you save even more money, right? I'm just saying, it's crazy.
119 quid, bro.
We even make sure that every single one of our East Coast guitars that arrive at Andertons go through our QC team and have a little 15-minute squick, you know, just...
Lee just comes up and cuddles them like this.
Do you know how many people we've got in our QC inbound team now?
No.
10 guitar techs we've got at Andertons now.
10?
When I first started at Andertons, there weren't even
Gavin.
5 of us that worked here like full time doing everything. Now there's 10 people just in the... Anyway, whatever.
Wow.
Here is a sound. I am using... the Positive Grid Reactor 50.
Stay positive.
And the only pedal I've got on the floor here is the remote foot switch thing for it. So everything you're hearing is just the amp. There's no coil taps or anything like that.
Good.
It's just a 3-way neck humbucker, which you just heard. Both humbuckers. Lovely jangly. If I go to my next sound, have I done that? Yes, I have. I've got a little bit of gain and a little bit, in fact, let's just turn the delay off. I've got a little bit of gain.
Makes me happy. Have you got a guitar rig there for under 500 quid? Ish.
Well under. $299.
With that? That's
not with the foot switch.
Okay.
But it'd be about, so $299, 119, so
Yeah.
that's 419, 120 quid, 540 quid. Bosh. 50 watts, all your effects. These are so playable. I mean, just look, like it's a proper maple neck with a rosewood board. Really nice done, really nicely fretted, kind of medium frets on here. Nice hardware. I like the recessed bridge into the...
Yeah, that's good. And also, it doesn't have the
scratch
trim
plate.
system on it, which keeps it much more in tune when you're you know.
If you're totally novice...
Might get in trouble about that shape, though, or something.
No. If you're totally novice and East Coast is going to be the guitar you learn to play on, which is a fine... I mean, it's the whole point, right, really?
Yeah.
If you look at guitars and you're going, so what style of guitar should I buy? Is it this shape, whatever? I would generally say the shape... Just go with what you think looks cool. Don't worry too much about
100%.
that. And then the biggie really is single coil pickups like are on this one. See these kind of single bar pickups here. Those are your kind of typically clean, spanky, cool tunes if you like playing sort of, you know, jangly sounds. Could be blues, pop, anything like that. A little bit of rock maybe.
Yeah, on a brisk
if you want to go kind of heavier, humbucker is good. So fatter, perhaps a little bit more mellow, humbucker good. But honestly, I wouldn't get too wound up about going, oh, I've got to have this style of guitar for this genre of music. You just
not in the beginning.
You like the look of.
In the beginning.
So this is called the JG series, and you will find links below. What have you got, Mr. Pete?
This is the LS. You got some P90s in here. You got a 3-way selector switch. You got a volume for each of the pickups, and then you got a tone for each of the pickups. Through neck construction on Kume body. I would think it's in a Kume neck. I don't know what it is. Maybe a maple neck.
A Kume is just a mahogany
it's
derivative,
a mahogany
isn't it?
Derivative, which is light. It's light for what it is.
The bound neck looks really pretty.
It looks good, man. It's in this TV yellow color.
This is the first time, by the way, that Pete and I have seen these guitars in the flesh.
And again, it's just got this look about it that just stands out. I think it's super cool. Anyway,
how would you describe for people that don't know, where does a P90 sit in the sort of pickup pantheon?
I would say, so if you have something like you showed before, like the T style or the S style, so a single coil, this is slightly more in between those two pickups of a humbucker, the big one, and then the single coil. It's slight fatter, but still got that sparkly sort of thing going on in it. So it's slightly different. So if you don't know what to choose between that and this, then get this for $149. It's insane, and in 3 colors.
I must admit, the color choice on this is
it's nailed on. Olive drab, this yellow,
black,
and then a black. You can't get that's exactly what it is. I'm into a IDX 50 from Blackstar. I've got some affordable Tone City pedals on the floor, and here's some clean tone from the neck pickup. So it's got that sort of sparkly kind of thing going on it, but it's still got lots of low end. I don't know why I'm doing that. And then here's the middle 2 pickups together. It's just great. I mean, for the money, it's insane. Right, so you might notice that this bit here looks slightly different from. Let's grab that one. So this is called a wraparound tailpiece. So you see, there's only one tailpiece on here, which the strings goes into, and they wrap around. And it could be a little bit more difficult for the intonation.
Yeah.
You might need your fingers to intonate a little bit more. It's a very old-fashioned way of doing it.
Back in the 50s, this style of guitar, that was the original style bridge.
Yeah.
And so if you understand what intonation is, which is basically, is my string in tune open and then perfectly the octave at the 12th fret. That's
no guitar really is at the.
No, but you want it as close as possible, right?
Yeah.
So one of the things with this original wraparound tailpiece, in fact, original ones wouldn't have even had the little raised bits for the intonation.
Yeah, I don't know if you can zoom in on this bit here.
This has what's called an intonation compensated wraparound. So they've kind of these little raised bits are kind of basically sort of acknowledging that actually on your thicker strings you need it slightly further back and on the thinner strings further forward. And then these two screws, which I think sometimes they look a bit ugly, but that's just what they are. These adjust, if you like, that sort of tilt here. So you can adjust intonation to some degree on a wraparound.
The up and down as well on this one is the whole thing has to come up either side. So if you want it higher or lower,
On not that long after that, within probably 3 or 4 years of this guitar coming out, I'm talking back in the 1950s, manufacturers moved over to this separate tailpiece and bridge where each string could have a saddle that you could move back and forth. So does it matter if you're beginning? Probably not. No. But I think the general consensus is intonation on a guitar with a tailpiece like this would be slightly better than that. Tons and tons of artists still play.
They love this.
That kind of, so it's absolutely fit for purpose.
And it's possible to get, like Paul Reed Smith has developed them so they're better intonation, and all you do is just swap that over.
I bet you a PRS bridge on its own would cost more than that whole
absolutely,
guitar.
100%. And here's the Bluesman from here's the. It's a blues. And then a nobleman on top of a bluesman. That's two men on top of each other. With a tape in a tape machine. Two men on top of each other in a tape machine. It's all right, kids. You can do whatever you like.
Serious question here. What are we going to do to get under 16-year-old beginner guitar players in the UK to be able to watch any of our videos from next year? Wow, I'm just wondering. Because obviously the YouTube is one of the platforms that will be banned if you're under 16 years.
Watch it on their parents' YouTube.
Well, let's hope so. Parents, yes. Well, is it made for kids? With Pete talking about two men in a tape machine on top of each other? Possibly not. But yes, parents, just please, this is important stuff for young guitar players to learn. So we'll try and keep it clean.
I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that. I mean, that's wow.
I know it's unfortunate. It's broad strokes, isn't it? It's like with all the bad stuff that goes out. Tons and tons of really good stuff, especially education.
Yeah, we can talk
Let's
about
not go there today.
And you heard I played a little bit out of tune there in the end because these strings are brand new, so it just needs to be settled in a little bit. It comes straight out of the box, you know.
It's wicked.
It's great for 149 quid, man.
Flip it over.
You can see the veins through it.
I just want the correct terminology, just in case. So strictly speaking, it's not a through neck, it's a set neck.
Oh, did I say through neck?
So
that's my Danish.
Through neck is where the same piece of wood goes all the way through.
Yeah.
This is basically the wood is glued into like a pocket, if you like.
But that's how Gibson constructs their guitars, the really expensive guitars. So you get that for 140. I mean, I'm blown away by this stuff.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Yeah, let's move on, man.
To be honest with you, I'll go to this one because this is very similar. This is a model that we've not done before. The purple one is
we've done that before, right?
Is the L1 style that we've done before. So the purple is just a new color. But to try it, but this is like a $199 guitar. A couple of the things that are expensive on that guitar and are kind of superfluous as a sort of a, you know, part of the tone and the feel of it. One is the arch top. So that has a top that kind of has a natural curve in it. So this model has that removed, which is a bit like the yellow one that Pete was just playing.
Yeah, so it's flat.
Yeah, like this up to the camera, so you can kind of see this is the one I'm playing is a flat top. The other thing is we have no binding around the edge here. So we've got binding on the neck and the same inlays, but no binding around the edge. And those two things alone save about £40. So that's money, not weight. Other than that, the two guitars are the same.
And that's labour. It's labour as well, intensive, so you know.
Yeah, I'll tell you the other thing, sorry, the see-through colours are more expensive as well. So this model, you'll see on screen now, 3 colours, they're all non-translucent, like solid colours. The gold top looks wicked in the flesh. Okay, let's have a little play here. These are humbucker loaded. So going to sound a little different again to the yellow one, and you've got this bridge and tail piece that we talked about before. Neck pickup. These designs, so the green one Pete's playing, the yellow one and the purple one are a very slightly shorter scale length than the other designs, so the strings feel a little bit more loose when they're strung to tension. That's not a better or worse. Some people prefer a slightly tighter feel in the strings, some people like the slightly looser feel. The fretboard is also slightly flatter, which again is just following sort of, you know, how the predecessors of these guitars were designed. So again, not really sure that it matters for a beginner which you go for, but over time you might develop a preference. Middle position. Bridge, that's where you can hear the power of a humbucker. If I step through my 3 presets on here, so I go from clean to some gain, to loads of gain over here. it's such a versatile guitar. Well, in fairness, all the gear nowadays, the amps are versatile, the guitars are versatile.
For the money, it's insane, man.
Yeah, so there we go. Again, we've got the set neck construction, mahogany derivative. Do you say it as a kume?
Kume Matata.
Kume Matata. Solid colours, 159 quid, bound neck, great guitar.
Yes, which leaves us to this one here, the GS.
GS61.
GS61. You know, if you love this shape but can't afford the real deal, you can't go wrong with this. And also the color, again, the color's on screen now. It's such a good color for this guitar. Again with the set neck, again with the bound neck, with the rosewood board.
I like the taut guard.
The taut guard, man.
Yeah.
Which, and a little bit here as well.
Oh,
it's got a little thing there, which is just
it's pretty.
I think you can, I don't know, that's just super cool. Anyway, again, simple layout, which is what you need when you start out. You don't need all sorts of fiddly-fuddly here. That's where you can buy a single coil guitar, right? For less money than you can. It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. That's a nice fat sound, isn't it?
These two guitars shouldn't sound that different, should they?
You want me to try?
No. I was just saying, as in it's more a stylistic choice.
What are you saying? That there's nothing to do with the thickness of the wood and the shape of the body?
There'll be like a 5% difference in the sound.
Yeah. But it's if you want to, if you want to play any of those things, is the middle position. You're gonna be a bit of a what's his name? Slide on it. Derek Trucks, baby. You want some gain?
He picks all that, doesn't he?
Does he pick it?
No, he doesn't. He does. Because most of us play it as just hammer. Yeah.
He picks it. Really?
So legend has it.
But it's got that sort of even with this affordable setup. I play it out of tune again.
Oh, well, look.
There we go.
I think
sounds great,
it's
man.
100% worth saying at this point, by the way, and there's a lot of stuff to go in the description below this video. It is a bit like What a Time to Be Alive, right? So these two amps that we're using here, we used in a shootout really recently on the channel, where we also had a Boss sort of similarly priced amp and a Vox similarly priced amp.
Yeah.
Go and watch that shootout. All four amplifiers, it will be by the time this comes out. So all four amps sound amazing, and they're all between that sort of 250 and 300 pounds. Any one of these East Coast guitars, which would cost you somewhere between 100 and 200 pounds, depending on the model that you go for. And then some of these amps don't really need the pedals, but if you want to get into pedals, Tone City pedals is where all the value is.
For the money, for what these pedals are, you can't go wrong with it.
It's crazy. And
it's crazy, man.
Quite a big range, and there's loads of videos comparing those. Anywho, this is a derivative of our ST shape. So I think the only difference here is ST1 has 3 single coils. Okay, and that's the £99 guitar. It's the one we sell bucket loads.
£99, man.
So ST2, which I think is £10 more, forgive me if it's 20, I think it's £10 more, has a humbucker on it, and where we've done that in the past, we've used like a nickel cover over it, and now we've just got now we've just got the open zebra coils underneath. And I think the two colours are new as well, or a couple of colours that are new.
Yay!
Great bluesy kind of tone. I mean, look. This is probably a
sounds what it
good
looks
guitar
like.
to demonstrate the difference between a humbucker and a single coil, right? So single coil, humbucker, much more aggressive, bitey.
Do the
But an
position
interesting-
4 Mayer test. You're gonna get sued. Come on,
Or whatever. That was a bad Mayer riff there.
It was.
Again, look, you can have heavier sounds.
Sounds great, man.
Most of my go-to kind of guitars are this sort of HSS style. I'm a big fan. I think it's probably this style of guitar with the 2 single coils and the humbucker in it is arguably the most versatile guitar that you can kind of buy. So anyway, look, ST2 in a couple of new colors. That's very cool.
Who do you think came up with the HSS style?
That was a sort of
this
late
some like an
70s,
70s thing?
early 80s.
Who did it first?
Hot rod thing. Would it be like a Van Halen, or would it have been?
I'm just asking the question. Maybe a comment section could tell us. I'm sure they can.
That's true, actually.
Who was the first to go?
Because
That's too weak.
I'm 99.9% sure it would not have been a guitar manufacturer. It would have been a
somebody
player
modded it, yeah.
who's modded their
Yeah.
guitar.
Maybe you know out there. I'm
Maybe
sure
you
somebody
know.
will.
Anyway,
So this is the guitar actually that I modified when we did the East Coast to Beast Coast.
You
That
did.
is the exact guitar. Has that gone yet?
yes, that right. By the way, again, I'll have to do a separate announcement on that. That also raised about £5,000 for Teenage Cancer
Wow,
Trust. So
amazing, thank
between
you.
that, the Danny Sapko one, and the Meet the Presenter thing, I think we raised over £10,000 for Teenage Cancer Trust. So thank you very much for
Thank you
everyone
very
that bought
much
a ticket
for
to
that.
that. But just so you know as well, that is actually a different colour to the one that you did.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Oh,
is
slightly-
and I think on screen now, this might be the only one, but it's basically a slightly brighter red.
Yeah, it's a great color, man, with the double binding on it, with the maple neck, with the satin finish, with the rosewood board on it. It just looks, it's even more vintage because it's got the full-on vintage bridge here, volume, tone, 3-way selector switch. Man, it's just, it's just like, what? Nice ring to it. It's like this comes with a ticket to Nashville, a plane ticket to Nashville. We got a lot of reverb on here today, Lee, I think. But
Do you know,
that's
talking
okay.
of tickets to Nashville and everything like that, I've got to go to Durham on business at some point in the next. And I went to buy a train ticket to get from Guildford to Durham. That's like twice the price of that guitar just to get a train ticket.
But you can't even fill your
definitely
car
won't
up.
come with a ticket to Nashville at that price.
Or Durham, for
Yeah,
that
or
matter.
Durham, yeah.
Let's have some Blues Man. Just got a great... Nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that. And just by the way, I just want to say one thing for all the people who are commenting in the comment section below about shapes and things like that. Just remember the UK is not part of the European Union anymore, and therefore the laws that apply there aren't applying
Part
here
of Europe,
with this
not the European Union.
particular instance. So anyway, right, last one is the this
can
is
do whatever we
a
want.
model that we've done in the East Coast range for ages, but we've just got some new colours. This again is a set neck, kind of got the arch top. This is the dearest model in the East Coast range at a whopping £199.
Dude.
Not really going to sound any different at all to this. I mean, I say that, some people say that the maple top that is used on this style adds a little bit of brightness.
Brightness, yeah.
I haven't really delved into what you can do with all these tone and volume controls, but if you've watched any video on this style of guitar, you'll know what you can do. Let me just go to my slightly more overdriven tone here. And again, you've got tons and tons of stuff on here. You've got, if you want to play.
How long we can do a loop?
It's fine. Look, so that's the end of this video. I don't think we'll jam out. It's too long otherwise. But honestly, if you're interested in the amps in this video, links to go and watch the shootout video. The whole East Coast range is bonkers good value. Go check them out. And
highly recommended.
Yeah, the Tone City pedals is good. Thank you, Mr. Pete. See you next time. Au revoir.